A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English. Cause it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hi everyone and welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Laura.
And today we're starting our story article. It's called When Stars Are Scattered. And it's all about kind of people who they start off in a very dangerous place, the main characters. We'll find out where, but that leads to our warm-up question. Do you live in a safe place? What makes it safe or dangerous?
一开始我们要问到有点严肃的问题，就是说你是住在一个非常安全的地方吗？那这个地方为什么很安全或是很危险？ I think Taiwan is pretty safe. Yeah, well, this is what I think. Yeah, because I think everybody, we are kind of free. We can, like, freedom of speech. Yeah, like, I think everybody can voice their own opinions without getting in trouble, unlike some other countries.
For sure. I mean, I can kind of compare it to where I grew up in the UK. In Taiwan, I would feel walking around at 2 a.m. or whatever, anywhere, I'm going to be safe. In fact, people may try to help me. But in where I grew up, there'd be a bunch of different neighborhoods and areas. There is no way I would be walking around by myself in those areas late at night. On the other hand, in the UK, I would feel I could drive somewhere without being in danger. That is not the case in Taiwan. I would feel in danger no matter what, given the way that a lot of people seem to drive.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's relative. I don't drive in Taiwan, so I don't feel in danger.
Exactly.
If I did, I would probably be too scared to ever leave my house. But we're not as dangerous as what we're going to read about, the country we're going to read about at the start of the story. So let's check that out and find out where it is and who our characters are.
When stars are scattered. Warm-up question. Do you live in a safe place? What makes it safe or dangerous?
Omar and Hassan are brothers from Somalia. Omar is about 11 and Hassan is around 9. 7 years ago, they left Somalia because of the dangerous war. Soldiers killed their father with guns and their mother went missing. They still hope to find her again one day. Now, the brothers live in a refugee camp in Kenya. Another refugee, Fatuma, acts as a foster mother to them. Life is hard for the thousands of refugees there. There's not enough food for everyone, and adult refugees can't get real jobs. Hassan has some serious problems. He sometimes has seizures, and he can only say one word, huyo. It means mama.
So we should start off just explaining the word scattered from the title of the story. If something's scattered, they're kind of all over an area. They're not located in one part of it, and it's not laid out in an organized way. Think about toys being scattered over a room. This means they're just kind of everywhere. They're not put away neatly. They're not all in one corner. They're just all over the place.
OK, 我们应该要来解释一下我们一开始的主题是不是有看到 scatter 这个单字，因为它有点难，所以我们先来解释一下，它是有散布的、分散的意思，它是一个形容词。那我觉得派老师比喻的很好，你可以想象你的房间如果到处都散落一地的玩具，所以它们是不是都是分散到处呢？ 或者是 Laura 我对统一发票的时候 I scattered the receipts all over my desk. Very messy.
Well, clean them up in time to win that lottery.
Yes.
So where are we and who are our characters? We see Omar and Hassan are brothers from Somalia. Somalia is a very, very poor country in East Africa, and there's been a lot of fighting and suffering there in the last 30 years.
所以我们先来介绍一下这个故事的背景的主角 Omar and Hassan 是来自于索马利亚 Somalia 的兄弟。那这个国家大家可能如果不知道的话，它是位于东非非常贫穷的国家，在过去的30年有很多的战争以及苦难或是煎熬哦。
So we learn that Omar is about 11 and Hassan is around 9.
那到底他们有多大呢？这里我们就用到大约他们几岁哦 about 或是 around 的用法。所以刚刚我们看到 Omar 大概是10岁，而 Hassan 大概是9岁。然后怎么用 around 呢？或者是about？ 那我来举个例子 Around 1,000 students came to the school fair. Yeah.
Or there are around or there are about 50
Yes.
workers in this company. So we learn about these two boys, quite young boys, 7 years ago, they left Somalia because of the dangerous war.
所以7年前呢，他们就离开索马尼亚，因为一个非常危险的战争。
Yeah, sadly, that's happened to a lot of people, and this is a pretty typical example of what might happen. The article says soldiers killed their father with guns, and their mother went missing.
然后军人把他们的爸爸给枪杀了，并且他们的妈妈也下落不明。这里我们先来看一下其中出现的第一个 word power word kill。kill 这个动词就是有杀死的意思，像是我们如果在看恐怖片，可能会看到类似这样的剧情 The murderer killed the whole family and disappeared。就是这个谋杀的人，凶手他杀了全家人，然后就消失无踪。或者是我们有时候也可以用 kill 来表示可能残害你的生命。Smoking can kill you。如果你一直吸烟的话，可能生命就有危机哦。我们来看一下单字例句。The cat hunted and killed a mouse last night. 这只猫昨晚猎杀了一只老鼠嘿。
We could also say at the start of the movie, the young girl's parents are killed. And when we talk about people getting killed, it's often with a gun.
OK， 我们来看一下这个沉重的字 gun。我们来看一下 gun 这个字，就是枪的意思，它是一个名词。像是有时候我们如果看到这个如果新闻案件有这种情况发生 ，people started to scream when they heard the loud noise of guns shooting。有可能在电影有这样就是人们开始尖叫，当他们听到有枪声，这声音大家可能会吓死。Gunshots 就是枪射出来 ，OK， 或者是你可以用 fire the gun， 你可以用 fire 这个动词，或者我们也可以把那个枪战英文称为 gun battle， 都有 gun 这个字哦。我们来看一下单字例句要怎么用。In some countries, only the police may use guns. 在一些国家，只有警察可以使用枪哦。
We could also say in the US, a lot of people have guns. So back to the brothers, their mother is missing, and we read they still hope to find her again one day.
对，虽然他们妈妈的下落不明，可是他们还是希望可以某一天找到他们的妈妈。
So they had to leave their home country, and we read, now the brothers live in a refugee camp in Kenya, which is also on the coast of Africa.
好，所以现在这两兄弟呢，就住在一个位于肯亚的难民营。其中他用到的 live， 我们来看一下，在这里是当作动词来用，有着居住的意思，像是我现在住在台北 I live in Taipei， 可是我之前是住在澳洲的布里斯本。But I used to live in Brisbane.
Yeah, or I could say I've lived in Taiwan for over 1/3, over 33% of my life.
Wow. Wow.
So these brothers are now refugees.
对，我们刚刚有提到一个有点难的字，就是 refugee， 也就是有难民或是逃离者的意思，它是一个名词哦。
So we often would say something like, the refugees left their homes because of the war. Now they need food and places to live. So these two young boys are in a big camp full of people who've had to leave their homes. They get food and medicine sometimes delivered by the government or by aid organizations, but it's very difficult there.
Yes.
Luckily, somebody is taking care of them. We read another refugee, Fatuma, acts as a foster mother to them.
Oh, that's so nice of her. 但是呢，好险这个故事还有一点温馨的地方，就是另外一位难民 Fatuma 对待他们的方式就如同他们的 foster mother 是什么呢？ Foster 就是寄养的，所以这里就是有养母的意思，就是很像他们的第二个妈啦。
So we could say David has a foster brother called Stephen, and he loves him like a real brother. But as we were saying, they may have someone to look after them. It's not easy. Life is hard, the article says. Life is hard for the thousands of refugees there.
OK， 所以对那边哇好几千个的难民来说，生活是非常的困苦。这里大家可能会想说 live 跟刚刚我们看到的 live 这个动词会搞混哦。为什么呢？因为其实 life 当作名词，它的复数形就是 the plural of life is lives. Lives, L-I-V-E-S. And that could also be the same spelling as lives.
The verb, yeah.
Yeah, so everybody might get these two words confused. 所以这里我们先来看一下，如果是生活当作名词的用法，我们用在哪边呢？像是 family life 就是家庭生活啊。OK， 或者是这里我用到 live 跟 life 哦。Somebody lives a happy life， 就是某个人他的生活他都过得非常开心这样的意思。或者我们可以说，展开全新的生活 ，start a new life。Does having a baby change your life path?
Just a little. Okay. We live very different lives now.
Very good. And we also saw the phrase hundreds or thousands or millions of. Actually, we saw thousands, but all these can use to count a lot of things. 就是数以百或者是千或是百万计的。比方像是呢 thousands of fans came to the concert. Or sometimes I can use it in a very dramatic way. 就是去夸饰在口语当中，就是我今天有几百件事情或是几百万件事情要做，真的没有那么多，但是就是超多事。I have millions of things to do today.
Or we could say, there are hundreds of animals in this zoo and thousands of insects. So these refugees, what is life like for them? We learn there's not enough food for everyone, and adult refugees can't get real jobs.
OK. 所以大家没有足够的粮食，而且成人的难民无法有真正的工作哦。我们来看一下 there is, there are 刚刚有提到这样的句型，它们的用法要怎么用 Let's check out our magic box.
Magic Box.
Look, there is a banana. 哎呀，赶快看啊，有金蕉啦！哎呀，花妈，我快要饿死了啦！最近在进行什么168轻断食，我看瘦下来之前我就要被饿死了啦！什么香蕉、芭乐都快点给我拿过来，花妈，我要吃饭了啦！哎呦，你可能知道如果呢要表示人拥有什么东西呢，我们呢就要用动词 have。比方说 I have a pen， 我有一支笔 I have an apple， 我有一颗苹果。但是呢这就是人有什么东西哦，我们说 have。但是如果说我们中文说的那里有什么东西，这边有什么东西，这个有呢在英文里面我们就不是用 have 咯，这个时候呢我们就要用 there is 或是 there are 的句型来表达有什么东西在那边咯。比方说像我们刚刚看到的，那边有香蕉 ，There is a banana， 那里有一根香蕉，那里是哪里呢？我们可以在后面加上地方，让句子更完整。There is a banana on the table， 有一根香蕉呢放在桌上。如果不止一根香蕉，是一串香蕉，那我们应该怎么说呢？我们呢就说 There are some bananas on the table， 那里呢有一些香蕉放在桌上。注意到呢，当我们说那里有的东西呢是这个可数的复数名词，比方说呢有一些香蕉不止一根，而且呢你可以算一根两根，这个时候呢我们就可以使用这个there is 这个动词呢就要换成 there are。例如呢那里有3本书 ，there are 3 books。OK， 知道 there is there are 的用法呢，我们也可以用这个句型来问问题，问那里有什么咯。有2种方式，第一种呢，我们直接倒装 is there， OK， 这个呢就是 yes no 的是非题。例如is there pudding in the refrigerator？ 在冰箱里有布丁吗 ？Yes there is， No there isn't，OK， 那我们也可以搭配疑问词来造简答题了。例如呢 ，How many bananas are there on the table？桌上有多少香蕉啊 ？There is, there are 这个句型呢，就用来表达那里有什么东西。你也学会了吗？
And we also saw the word enough, OK？ 像是如果我们要说，这个派对有足够的饮料吗 ？Are there enough drinks for everyone at the party?And of course, it can be used in other ways. Like, 如果对方很烦，你要说够了 enough already, no more, OK? 或者是你可以用个形容词接 enough, like congratulations, you're old enough to drive.
Hooray!
Yay, OK. Or when you're actually having a fight with somebody, you say enough is enough. I don't want to argue with you anymore. 就是好了，够了，我不要再跟你争吵了。
Exactly. Or this is a big class. Do we have enough desks and chairs for all the students?
And I believe we also saw our word power word in the same sentence, which is job. Job 这个字就是一个名词，就是工作职业。那我们常会说 dream job 就是你的梦幻工作，你知道吗？我真的有在网络曾经看过这个。My dream job is to be a professional Netflix watcher. 你知道在美国他们真的有间公司就是要你每天疯狂追剧，但是其实你要写一些就是评论，就是哪一个披萨最配哪一个剧，而且你还可以拿钱哦。所以好了，我们再看回刚刚单字例句比较正常的用法。Matthew finished school and got a job at a newspaper. Matthew 完成学业后在报社找到了一份工作。
Or we could say some students get jobs while they are still at college. Okay, so there's problems for everybody, food problems,
Right.
money problems, but it gets worse on a personal level for one of these brothers. We read Hassan has some serious problems.
所以这里我们又发现了另外一个资讯，就是Hassan有一些严重的问题，到底是什么呢？我们先来看一下 serious 这个字。本课当中 serious 是个形容词，有严重的意思，通常会提到非常严重的疾病啦 a serious illness 或是一个严重的车祸 a serious accident. For example, there was a serious car accident on the highway today. 今天在高速公路上有一个非常严重的车祸。来看一下单词例句 Kevin made some serious mistakes, so he failed the test. Kevin 犯了一些严重的错误，所以他考试不及格。
Here's another example. My grandfather has a serious health problem, so we often take him to the hospital. But what is Hassan's problem? We read, he sometimes has seizures and he can only say one word, huyo.
OK， 所以他有时候有类似像这种癫痫这样子一个疾病，然后呢，他只能说一个字，就是 huyo。我们先来看 seizure 这个字，其实就是有类似癫痫等疾病会突然发作那样子的一个状况，它是一个名词哦。
Right, we might say some diseases can cause you to have seizures, and people having seizures could hurt themselves. So it just means he needs to be looked after carefully. We next read about this word he says, huyo. We see it means mama.
哦，原来这个字 huyo 它的意思是妈妈。
All right, we'll learn more about Omar and Hassan and their lives tomorrow, but right now it's time to go to today's review time activity.
Review time!
So we've had 4 word power words today. Let's see if you can remember what they are as Laura and I test ourselves by giving definitions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for example, I might say to Laura, okay, this is a thing. It's something that people use. First, they were made for hunting things, but now they are used a lot in wars.
And I would know it's a gun.
That is correct. Okay, you want to give me a definition?
Okay, so this is something, it's kind of, you work for a living?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. You work for a living. You have a job.
Yay!
Congratulations.
这是工作职业。
Okay, the next one. This is a describing word, and it means that something needs to, you really need to pay attention to it. It's not a small thing, it's a big thing. It could affect a lot of people.
Serious,
It
非
is
常严重的。
Okay,
And last but
one.
not least, you can, if you use a gun, you can...
Take money out of a bank.
No, you can make people die.
So they die and you kill them.
That's right.
Of course. Okay. All right. That is all we've got time for today. But join us again tomorrow to see what happens with Omar and Hassan. See you then. Bye for now.
When stars are scattered. Warm-up question. Do you live in a safe place? What makes it safe or dangerous?
Omar and Hassan are brothers from Somalia. Omar is about 11 and Hassan is around 9. 7 years ago, they left Somalia because of the dangerous war. Soldiers killed their father with guns and their mother went missing. They still hope to find her again one day. Now, the brothers live in a refugee camp in Kenya. Another refugee, Fatuma, acts as a foster mother to them. Life is hard for the thousands of refugees there. There's not enough food for everyone, and adult refugees can't get real jobs. Hassan has some serious problems. He sometimes has seizures, and he can only say one word, huyo. It means mama.
Word power. Kill, kill. The cat hunted and killed a mouse last night. The cat hunted and killed a mouse last night. Gun, gun. In some countries, only the police may use guns. In some countries, only the police may use guns. Job, job. Matthew finished school and got a job at a newspaper. Matthew finished school and got a job at a newspaper. Serious, serious. Kevin made some serious mistakes, so he failed the test. Kevin made some serious mistakes, so he failed the test.
认识字汇
Refugee, refugee. Foster, foster. Seizure, seizure.